Hello, you're watching Avenue X, where Junkyun Good Storytelling shares her thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. 消失的孩子, The Disappearing Child, has finished airing recently on the platform Mango TV. I have already made a first impression video when this drama has aired the first 4 episodes, I believe. It's very rare that I make multiple videos on such a short drama, but I really think in this case, this drama rightfully deserves more attention. And in my opinion, it is the best suspense story we've had in 2022 in Chinese drama land. Earlier this year, around Chinese New Year's time, we've had a thriller that was explosive, quite literally, and also in terms of popularity. Reset. This drama can be categorized in similar genre, but it's more focused on crime, suspense, mystery, end of things instead of thriller, action, adventure. This drama is based on an original novel. While it has almost completely taken the atmosphere and the quality of storytelling of the original text, it also did something for the purpose of make sure this drama can air. So what I would suggest my audience is, if you still haven't checked out this drama, go and watch this drama. It's very short, 12 episodes, and it's easy. Once you start, it's hard to stop. You're gonna binge through it. So probably one day, then you can come back to this video and listen to me talk about the difference without getting spoiled. Before I go to talk about that part, let me first give you my general rating and another kind of recap of what made a very strong impression while I was watching this drama. I will give it 3 gold mine. And it inflates a little bit. If it had kept 100% to the original novel, this would be a clear 3 gold mine. I still prefer the original novel, where it made certain things much more clearer than the drama version, but I totally understand that if they do this, then it probably wouldn't really go through. The more accurate number probably is a 2.8, but I'll round it up to 3 because this drama is based on a very solidly written novel on Douban. I don't know if there's a very reliable translation in English or other languages of this novel. The Chinese version is written in such an easy to read and very visually give you the picture of different characters way that in its nature it's like an almost ready-made script. As long as you have a little bit idea of how you translate text to visual, you almost cannot fail at this story. They have great taste for this production to pick this story and then bring it to screen. You can tell it's done by a very professional team. I would emphasize that again. At pacing, at using visual cues, using camera languages, editing to make sure essential informations are delivered to the audience, but not too much and not too intentional. In the first video, I've already said the person who surprised me most would be Wei Chen and also Li Stanley, and that continued. The super interesting male character Yuan Wu, played by Wei Chen, who I believe in reality there are many people like that. Maybe not so to the extent that this character is. He's the extreme version of somebody who has such a strong phobia of in communication with any other human beings, cannot take responsibility of his own life, has to trust all that to his mother. And when the mother figure died in his life just shatters. As a not really professionally trained actor, Wei Chen has done such a beautiful job. I think he should just work towards even bigger screen, like film. He would be stunning on big screen for a lot of indie art house movies. He's just such a perfect material for that type of story. I really think he represents what audiences of dramas really want, the type of actors who can bring characters to life. Does not matter who they are in real life, but when they are on screen, being the character you 100% believe and you get mesmerized and get blown away by their performance. Li Stanley also, one of the most convincing policewomen I've ever seen on screen. And she's not even the definitive lead of the drama. It's ensemble drama. She's one of the characters. And then Yu Wenwen. I haven't mentioned her in my first 4 episodes review because she hardly showed up. Her story happened later in the last 2/3. I previously have pretty much no idea about who she is. I know a little bit about her being performer and singer, and they just picked the perfect person to play this role. Somebody who is very fragile, beautiful, and definitely a victim in the story, but then who is also intelligent, strong, capable, and not hopeless, although she gets a lot of help from other people. And then, I have to say, I didn't see Wu Haochen would be playing such an interesting and important role of the story. He has been around for a long time. He was in Ode to Joy, he was in Nirvana and Fire 2, and he always plays supporting roles and usually not a good guy. He's not the good-looking type of actors. Okay, let's be honest. And he often even gets like complained about when he shows up in dramas by audiences in a very cruel way, saying he's not good looking enough to be an actor. But he's really good. Come on, let's be honest. Every role he's ever played, if you're supposed to feel you don't like him, you will feel that. In the beginning, you think he may be a not good guy, and later you realize he's a really good guy, and then later you realize he's a really super clever guy. And this actor just makes it completely convincing. And he has always been like that. In every drama he's been in that I've watched him, very accurate at his performance, and also his line delivery is really good, much better than a lot of famous good-looking, getting much more popularity and love actors. So for this drama, these roles played by Wu Haochen, Yu Wenwen, Li Stanley, and which had made this drama for me. Not saying like Tong Dawei or better known actors Li Sheng are not doing a good job, okay, but they are more surprising and exciting for me to discover. Also the kid, Liu Qiqi, the girl, essential teenager character. She has already proven herself in many recent years dramas as the younger version of the female lead multiple times, but those dramas are very limited in range of characters, and also her screen time is tiny bit, right, of the big dramas. This one, she is one of the essential roles, and her story goes through the whole drama. One of the hopefuls of the future. I think she can probably sit at a super comfortable level. She can reach more idol type of roles and scripts. She can do that, but she can also do serious stuff, like proper actress stuff. And I can imagine her in both drama and film. So I look forward to everything she is gonna do in the future. So this is on performance level, and also on the production level that this drama is very matured and it has just made it work. Then let me tell you the difference between the novel and the drama version, mostly happening towards the very end. There's an essential difference that's to do with the title of this novel, Hai Kui, the sea animal, is the girl, teenager En Huai. In the drama version, you see that just managed to kind of leak through a little bit. Seemingly she has something to do with the missing of the boy, but the drama never clearly shows you that that's the case. At the end of the drama, you have this conversation between Tong Dawei's role and the girl, and he's kind of vaguely telling her, I know what you were trying to do, or you planned to do, or you did. There is a line that we need to draw in our relationships regarding you and me, my family, my kid, how we can incorporate you, and then what we hope you can do. And she's a very clever and sensitive kid, so she immediately gets that. But it's at a very vague level, right? Almost you can interpret that whole conversation however you want to do, whichever way you want to go. I think that's intentionally done by the production, because if they are in any way very specific and clear as the novel is, the drama wouldn't really go through censorship. In the novel, it's clearly explained that En Huai, the teenager girl, has everything to do with the missing of the boy, Yang Mo. She masterminded the whole thing. A long time ago, she already realized her father is a criminal, and her father has this secret passage that links to Yu Wenwen's character's previous occupied apartment, later rented by Yuan Wu. She has a very dysfunctional family, never really growing up in the environment of safety, comfort, security, and love. When she comes across the person who lives one story above her and that family, she started to want that, and she wants to replace the boy's role in that family. She wants to be adopted. And to do that, she planned to make the boy disappear. So she planned everything. Make sure the kid enters her apartment at that time, design the whole room in a way that the kid can only go to her father's bedroom and hide in the wardrobe. She even intentionally moved the boxes that's blocking the entry to the passage a little bit to the side so that the kid can, for sure, enter, hide there, and then find the passage, goes to Yuan Wu's place, find the body, and therefore will be captured by Yuan Wu. And she would have nothing to do with it on the surface, but she would have made the kid run into danger, maybe getting murdered, so that she can take his place. And she has planned it so meticulously to minutes of timing and what happens and what can be done and where things need to be put. Also, she left herself sort of a backdoor. If the kid didn't find it, then it would be fine. Or if the kid didn't get hurt and eventually come back, she would not be implicated in any way. And that's the really scary part of the story. So that got really clearly explained in the novel version, whereas in the drama, all very vague, particularly the last episode is all rainbows and unicorns and slow motions and happy life, off-screen narrative voice of the characters. It definitely is trying to soften it up a lot. In terms of mystery writing and character exploring and then the dark places of human heart, mind, I think the novel version is much more sexier. And although it sounds very cruel, there are definitely people out there like that. Even when they're teenagers, right? They can be so clever and so masterful at planning things and with such cruel intentions. But also I have to give another stuff to the drama is, although it clearly softened it up at the end and giving you the happy version of everything, it never actually shied away from the possibility of she is the mastermind. Pretty much every scene that's crucial about her character and her planning and her procedure of how to get that thing done is already presented on screen. It's up to the audiences. It doesn't tell you exactly, right? The drama is not verbal. But if you want to interpret it the way that the novel has it, there's no problem. You can still look at it that way. So they've done, I think, the best they could, meandering around all the red tapes and stuff. With all that effort and then all the other details they've put into this drama, and then as a visual medium work with such presentable, coherent, high quality of storytelling. You know, after I've said all this, I have convinced myself again, it's like it deserves a 3 gold mine, even though it's not 100% exact as the original novel. I would highly recommend everybody watching my channel to check out this drama on Mango Television. You will see some very good performances and get very impressed by actors and actresses who are actually not professional actors and actresses, but who have done so much better than a lot of claimed professional actors and actresses. I hope this type of dramas can happen more frequently in Chinese dramaland, and I'm happy to see that Mango Monsoon is doing this kind of work. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.